Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, this is Spiguyver Backpacking, and today we're actually out backpacking. We're out on the trail. We've done about 8 miles today. Got my son with me. And we just kind of came out here, hanging out. But while out here, I wanted to show you guys, just continue the series of my favorite backpacking gear. And today we're going to be talking about my favorite backpacking quilt. I'll talk about why I think it's the best, or why it's my favorite, and then some of the features of it, and why it's so cool. So let's jump into it. Let's go. Okay, so quilts are very subjective. You know, depending on what brand you have, you may have one that says it's rated to 20 degrees, but if you get down to like 25 degrees, you're dying, you're freezing. Then you may have some that are rated to 20 that you can take to 10. You can take maybe even lower than that. And it all depends on who you go with. Now, if you go with some of the bigger name brands out there, you're probably not going to get the range that you get from some of the cottage vendors. And one of the cottage vendors that I found that really does a great job, their workmanship is amazing, and always overstuff really for comfort and not for survivability, is Underground Quilts. That's their old name. UGQ is what they go by now. So if you look up Underground Quilts, you're probably not going to find them, or you may get some links to them, but it's UGQ. And the quilt that I'm talking about today is their Bandit, but specifically I went with a Bandit XL, and I've got it right here. Not only is it the best looking of all the quilts that I own, it also is one of the highest quality, and it's got some features on this one that that I really went with, that I like. So it is the Ultima Down 850 fill power. It's a 20 degree. It has a draft collar on the neck, the cinch up at the top, and then it has a couple of connectors here, actually 3 of them, that you can loop them and strap it to a pad. So if I was out tent camping, which my son is right over here in a duplex, if I was on the ground with a pad, you can actually hook those straps, go under the pad, and so it's not gonna drift off of you, it's not gonna fall off of you. And because it's the XL, it's wider. So this one is quite a bit wider, as you can see. I mean, it is pretty wide. And so that gives you really good coverage when you're on the ground. It also, you can tuck it in around you in the hammock, and it works really well. I've always said anything below like 40 degrees, go with a sewn closed foot box. So you can see it's got some snaps that come up, but from here down, it is completely sewn. The end is completely sewn. Some of them have a drawstring. When you get down to like a 20 degree sleeping bag or quilt like this is, if you have a hole in that bottom and you don't have some way to really close it off completely, you will get a draft there. Some people will stick a sock or something in there and then cinch it around the sock. Some companies have little draft collars, kind of like what's up around the neck here, that go around there. Some of them have like little, just like covers that are insulated even on the outside. So look for something like that if you don't go with a sewn, but I really suggest anything under 40, you want to go with a sewn, just because you don't want any drafts and getting in there. So I went with the Moroccan blue on the inside, and then this snow camo stuff on the outside, which I thought looked really cool. I first saw this with a Dream Hammock. It was a gear sling that I purchased from Dream Hammock, and fell in love with this color and had them do it. Had Paul and Missy do it up in this color for me. But this one is just, man, I've stayed warm in it. Tonight's gonna get down to 30. I'll be super toasty in it. But it's just such a well put together, super high quality piece of gear. This is my favorite backpacking quilt. If you guys have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. If you guys want to know anything more about this quilt, feel free to ask, or head over to UGQ.com and check out their stuff over there. They do usually have some stuff that is ready for purchase, but then other stuff like this that you want to do custom, they can do, but it usually has a pretty good lead time. So check out what the lead times are before you purchase. But you aren't going to be disappointed. You absolutely are not going to be disappointed in what you get from them. I have not been. I've got plenty of gear from them, and all of it is absolutely amazing. Next time, we will be looking at my favorite backpacking headlamp If you haven't done so before, hit that subscribe button. Right next to it, there will be a bell icon. If you hit that, you'll get notifications every time I do a video. I will see you guys down the trail. Thanks.